When I went back to TikTok after doing a whole season, what I considered a season, of a Patriot show on podcast, which that show is still out there. It's embarrassing, but I'm leaving it because it shows where we came from. Now, that show is called Patriot and Father in 21st Century America. Hosted by, of course, me. Now, so you can check that out there. Should be out there on almost all your major recording podcast platforms: Apple, Google, Amazon, Spotify, all of them. So next, I did a bunch of stupid stuff. I erased my original doll, went over to this new one that made no sense to me whatsoever. And then I didn't produce a show for almost a month. And I'd been producing shows at that time for at least 2 a week. I went 4 weeks without even one. So that was a pretty big ordeal right there. Luckily, I slowly started catching on to little things. Got 1 or 2 shows out. Found these mobile guys. And here I am. I'm doing these on the mobile phones. And on my spare time, trying to learn what was, which it was really difficult. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was Persona Studio 1 is the actual DAW that I was trying to use. But it was so much. I couldn't get it. I still haven't got it. But I'm getting there. And that's what counts. So, that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully, that's not too far off from you on your journey, maybe, into this. I don't know. And so, anyways, I started realizing that one of my big ultimate goals in life to me is to be within producing music, audio, anything and everything with audio. So, here I am. I'm chasing that dream. Hopefully, within the next 2 weeks, maybe even before that. Hopefully then I'll be starting school for music production. And that will be when these other shows get to really take off really good. I'm waiting on one good piece of machinery so that I can have good quality audio and interviews. Because as of right now, I can't. I can have good audio, which I don't know, it is kind of personal, but I think this is some really good audio here. So nonetheless, not only do we want good audio, but we want to have good content with other people. It'd be great to have a road podcaster, but that's just not possible at this time. So we just have to keep moving forward with what we have. So that's what I'm doing. Right now, the music shows are at a standstill. We're not gaining, we're not falling behind, we're really kind of waiting to see how things are going to go. So, I didn't want to go back to the father, Patriot father, because it was an education, not really much of a talk show. I'm kind of a talk show-y kind of person. So, that's what we're doing here then. We're doing a talk show part. And, of course, I would say we're doing news. I have a problem with news. News is supposed to be evidence, facts, factual evidence, things that you can see right in front of you. But news today, it's just somebody's broke ass opinion. It is. And who said that their opinion actually mattered that damn much? I know I didn't. Did you? No, exactly. Their opinions don't matter to that extent. To be honest, years ago, not that many either, I used to know most of the news anchors. I couldn't even name one of them right now. Well, other than, like, the ones that really share some good information sometimes. Said sometimes, okay? Because I know exactly what you're going to go with next. As soon as I say who I'm going to say, you're going to put me into a box. And that's what we're here to prevent from happening. Don't forget that. I listen to these people because I've heard more truth from them than I have others. Do they speak nothing but truth? I can't say for sure. I have my doubts on both. It is what it is. Like it or leave it. Like it or leave it. It is. I can't help it. Now, are we willing to say that because you listen, I listen to a certain group of people, that makes us bad, good, whatever? I personally don't think it does. But I've been proven wrong plenty of times, of recent times, years, definitely this year, and ones prior to it. But people get really offended, and I hope you don't, but if you do, I'm sorry, but I'm not, because this is how it has to be. I am going to like who I like as just as much as I expect you to like yours. Just as much as you had. If I perceive them different, I'll tell you why. I'll explain my side, but that doesn't mean that you have to listen. So, anyways, back to the people that I believe tell the truth more than others is Grade Gutfield, Tommy Lauren, Candace Owen, I can't remember those twins' names. Man, I used to listen to them all the time. I can't think of them. And the young Jewish boy that is super talkative. His name always escapes me too. Anyways, those are just a few of the ones that I would listen to. Now, does a majority of them come from a certain side? Yes. Does that mean that I agree with things that that side agrees with? No, I don't mean that. Do I agree with some of the things? Well, yeah, I agree with it. I agree with things on both sides, and I disagree with things on both sides. Just as much as I'm sure you do too. If you don't, then you have a real conflict of interest going on inside of you. And you might be thinking, well, what do you mean, B? Conflict of interest? You don't know me. You're right, I don't know you. But I do know this. To say you are a huge Christian, you're a Christian. We'll just put it out there. You're a Christian. Which majority of them do state that. But what they also state is.